Hey guys! So, today we're going to talk a little bit about a subscriber question that I got the other day. And the question in question was basically, Frederick, what do I do if my CEO doesn't have any technical skills? So let's get into it. Now, this is a bit of an interesting one, I would say, because I don't think I ever worked with a CEO that has any type of technical skills. Let's define a few things first and foremost. We may be talking about different things. So a CEO or a chief economical officer is it's traditionally the person who is at the top of the company. In essence, this would be it doesn't have to be one of the owners or one of the founders of your company, but it's going to be among, if not the highest ranked person in your company. A CTO, for example, or a chief technical officer is the person who is more likely to have some type of technical skills in an IT company, where this person's responsibility is to make sure that, hey, everything is actually, the company is making the correct technical decisions. But for CEOs, that's not really their focus. Now, one thing that I think we should touch on a little bit here is this idea that there is a value, or that there should be a requirement for people within IT to have IT knowledge. And I can back that idea to a certain degree. I absolutely think that it is vital for anybody who works within software to have at least a technical understanding of modern technology. And the thing is that this is absolutely achievable without it having to be how do I put this, coding skills, hard coding skills. I have a term that I think there's a term that I like, which we use within the company, which is basically no-stack developer or non-stack developers. People who have, they're not programmers, but it's not like they don't know how to use a computer. They have an understanding of how IT works, how technical products work. Because the worst thing that can possibly happen is that you have these people who have absolutely no idea how to use a computer. They have no technical skills whatsoever. Because you see, the thing is, guys, each company is made up of each IT company has at least two parts. You have a business side and you have an engineering side. That's the bare bone minimum. And the reason why you have one of each is because both are needed in order for your company to succeed. The thing is that you will not go very far if you have programmers trying to chase leads, trying to close accounts and deals and all this stuff of this nature, because that is not their focus, that's not their forte. Same thing goes the other way around. I mean, if you can code and you only have people who are business oriented making decisions, that's not going to go so well for you. The vital thing in order for you to have a successful IT company when it comes to this sort of setup is that both sides understand the other side, and that there is a mutual cooperation between both of them. Because the worst thing that you can do is to get this out of balance, because if you have people if the power lies with the technical people, you will have a hard time at times, depending on who is the CTO or who is in charge, to get anything out the door, because technical people have a very different mindset from business-minded people. And the same thing goes the other way around. If you only have business-minded people making all the decisions for the technical department, and you're basically just implementing whatever they ask for, the project, and if they don't have an understanding of how the health of a system actually is maintained, you're going to have a shitty project, or the product is going to decay and wither over time. And that's the thing that you want. You don't want a CEO who is a programmer. You want a really, really strong business person, like a business-minded oriented person who can do the thing that they do so well, but who has an understanding of the technical aspects and understands the importance of listening to people with engineering expertise. Because this person, and this I think is it should be a hard requirement. And to me, it makes a lot of sense. The people who are maintaining the product that you sell, well, you should probably listen to them. You shouldn't listen to, and then of course on the other side of things, the programmers need to be objective enough, and this is what I've been telling a lot of people. A very common pitfall for programmers is that you get emotional about decisions and you try to improve things even though they don't necessarily need improvement. And that's the balance, guys. You cannot indulge your craft or your desire to make perfection too often, because if you do, the company will suffer, and at the end of the day you're there to make money for the company. You're not there to produce code that will be used as a reference point for other people in the future. That's at least how it works. So what I want you to take away from this is that there is no reason why a successful IT company has to have like a programmer at the top of the chain. Like, there's no point in, like, I would even say that's destructive. You don't want that. You want a business side and an engineering side who has a mutual understanding of both, like, of the other one. It's about teamwork, guys. You need to work as a team, and the business people need to understand the considerations that the engineers have to have, and the engineers should do their best to understand what is important to the business world. Have a great day.